Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Washington football team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
What you like about him? Guy loves football. Flat out loves it. Has toughness. Wants to hang in there and play through just about everything. And walks that line between creativity and being able to take care of the football. Taking those chances and not. When he figures out exactly where that line is on every snap, look out, folks. Jameis Winston will really ascend as a quarterback.
Now this throw complete to Washington. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 20.
All day.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Winston. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw again. Winston. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
On play action, Winston. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
The first carry now for Benny Snell.
Benny Snell.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, it's Snell again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Washington takes.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play fake, Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
With the score tied 7-7.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Hopkins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hopkins. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Intended for Trey.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So they have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rudolph on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Here's Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10.
This is Samuels. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 36-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
45-yard line.
Back to throw, Rudolph. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Bostic coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Rudolph on first down. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 4.
Off the play fake. Hopkins. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Holding receiving team. Man, they gotta let him play.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Rudolph looking to throw it. Incomplete. Anthony Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. .35 yards that time on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hopkins. That's complete to Ward. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Hopkins. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Hopkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On first down, it's Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That's not good enough.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And Washington has retaken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Garrett White on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson.
Rudolph
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
38-yard line.
Now Rudolph. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Rudolph throwing again. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Samuels. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, Rudolph. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Rudolph. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
Rudolph's pass.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman.
And he is goes into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kareem Hunt ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Rudolph.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Mason Rudolph sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
A 6-yard
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Once again, the ball carrier.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
40-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game